Hi everyone, welcome back. How are you guys today? I took my coldest water bottle that they gifted me, which is awesome, and I took it in the house and I boiled some water and I put it in this thing and left it sit. I wanted to know, I knew that the ice lasted at least overnight. Well, actually, it lasted about 2 days. I wanted to see how long it would stay warm. I didn't have 2 days to give a full experiment, but I had from yesterday till this morning, and I was shocked. I really was. I don't drink coffee, but if I did, this would definitely be the thing I would want to take with me to work because I boiled some water and poured it in there at about 12:30 yesterday afternoon. And so it was at 181.9 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 83 degrees Celsius. Okay? Put the lid on, let it sit. At 3 o'clock, just before I went to work, I measured it again. It was still 165.9. It was still steaming away. That's 74 degrees Celsius. When I got home from work last night, about 10:30 last night, it was still hot. Not burning hot, but still hot. It was at 137.5, which is 58 degrees Celsius. And then I left it sit overnight. And in the morning, this morning at 7:30 this morning, it was 114 degrees. Still, I could feel a warmth. It wasn't coming out steaming anymore, but that's amazing, which is 45 degrees Celsius. That's 19 hours, and it was still over 100 degrees inside the container. I was blown away. So then I dumped it all out because I didn't want to drink hot water out here, and put ice in it, filled it about, I don't know, about this far with water, put ice in the rest, stirred it around a bit. The ice cubes did melt quite a bit doing that because the inside of the water bottle was still hot. But after I'd stirred it for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes, I measured it again, and with the ice cubes in it, and you can hear, I don't know if you can hear, there's ice in there. And with the ice in it, it's back down to 34 degrees, which is 1 degree Celsius. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So if you want one of these, this is kind of big for, I would think this would be kind of big for a cup of coffee. But you know what? I know people who drink at least this much coffee. This would be the equivalent of what? 4 cups of coffee? That wouldn't be any problem at all for them. So if you filled this sucker up in the morning, took it to work with you, you would have coffee all day and it would still be hot. That's just amazing. Make sure that if you want to get one for yourself, that you go over to coldestwater.com. Use my promo code DAWN10 for 10% off your entire order. If you don't want to order anything, that's cool. You don't got any money left after the holidays. I get it. The link below, there's 2 links, one for shopping and one for just entering the giveaway. They have a giveaway every week for a 1-gallon one. That's bonkers to me how big a 1-gallon one would be, but my son would absolutely love that. Anyways, check out the links below and we'll get on with the video. Thank you for Coldest Water to send this to me and for sponsoring today's video. And I'm going to take a drink. One moment, please. Okay. Oh. All right. So I've pre-planned this next one with just a little bit of pencil for a face because you didn't need to watch me pre-plan. Let's see, not that pen. We want this brand of pens that's doing really well. I said it was the number 6 that was drawing really well, didn't I? So let me. We're going to make ourselves a little face. All my little ones are going to have this similar sort of face style that I did on the other one with the big minion type eyes. And this one's going to have a sort of surprised expression like that. And I'm going to do like I did with the others and make, if you haven't seen my previous nesting doll makeover, make sure you check that out. I'll leave it as the suggested video at the end card where it comes up and it says you might enjoy these videos. I will remember. You know, I don't always remember these kinds of things, but I will try to leave a link to that one as your suggested video. There, and over here. Ay, ay, ay. Wiggly woggly. That's a very wiggly woggly line, isn't it? That's all right. Okay, there she goes. I liked the other one where I had that bolder line around the face, so I'm going to find the brush pen wherever I put it. This one. I'm going to go ahead and do the bolder line around the face. How's your guys' day? Let's see, you're going to see this on a, what kind of a day? You're going to see this on a Friday. Do you guys have plans for the weekend? Let me know. Let's see, when you see this, I will be, don't know where I'll be. I'll be working probably, because that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. I could use a couple days off. That would be nice. I'm going to use this pattern called, I found this on Pinterest. Let me turn off my light so you can see. Called Vase 1 by Genevieve Crabb. She's over at amarylliscreations.com. But that's the pattern I'm going to use inside the little ribbon, whatever this is called, this wrap part. That's the pattern I'm going to put in there. And it's a pretty simple pattern. You just kind of make random organic shapes. Like this. And then you just kind of aura that and fill it in with stripes or circles or whatever you want to fill it in with. So this should go fairly quickly, hoping. Something like that. Super easy. And then we're going to aura it. Make an aura around the whole shape. The nice thing about this is since it's kind of organic, it doesn't have to be perfect, which is good on this wood surface, because between the round and it being on wood and the pen bleeding a little bit, perfection is not in my wheelhouse for this project. Trying not to sit too long in one spot. If I sit too long in one spot, can you see it made like a blob right there? It's because the wood sucked up my ink where I stopped. So I'm trying really hard not to stop, which is hard to do. Been working a lot of back and forth shifts where sometimes I have to open and sometimes I have to close. That's really wearing on my body. I'm getting too old for this. Pick one. Either have me working night shift or have me working day shift. But bouncing me back and forth with some night shifts and some day shifts throughout the week just drives me absolutely bonkers. I feel like I need to zoom out just a little bit because even though it's nice for you to be zoomed in, I'm also feeling like I want to hold it over here and then you won't be able to see me if I get too close to my body, unless I'm zoomed out a little bit more. This afternoon, it was really chilly last night, which is another thing why I thought that this bottle was pretty amazing because it wasn't exactly what I would call warm in the house. We turn on the heater up in our bedroom and don't have the heat on at night in the downstairs part of the house. So when I got up this morning, it was only like 62 degrees in the downstairs of the house, so it wasn't exactly what I would call warm. That's cool. I like that. And then I think I am going to do the stripes. I like the look of the stripe look, so I'm going to go ahead and do the stripes. I think I might change to maybe a slightly thinner pen. Let's see what a 4 does. Why am I keep buzzing? Oh, okay. I know what that is. Okay, let's see if I can do it like this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. It's funny, I thought it was the neighbor that lived behind me that did all the vacuuming. But those neighbors have moved and the vacuuming I still hear it. So it must be, and the people on the other side of us, we have neighbors to the west, neighbors to the east, and a neighbor to the north. Well, the sound is coming not from the east, The neighbors to the west are new neighbors as well. Neighbor to the north is a new neighbor. So I think it's coming from the neighbor to the northwest, kitty corner to us. Now I think that's where the sound is coming from. Reason I'm saying that is because I hear it now. You won't be able to hear it, I don't think. But I hear it. What do you think? I like that. Kind of like a giraffe. I worked with someone last night who I haven't worked with in a very long time. He'd been on leave. Between him being on leave and him usually working nights, and I usually work days till recently, I hadn't worked with him in a very long time. I was reminded last night as to why he drives me absolutely crazy. And that I don't really like working with him. I will, because it's my job. But my goodness, he drives me nuts. Okay, now the hard part. To decide, I'm going to make all the lines going this way. So even when I get over here, they go this way. It's going to be a challenge to get them to go the right direction. I'm going to look at a question from my book here, just so I have something to talk about besides my own life here. Best movie in history, worst movie in history. We did those ones already. If you could practice only one of the vices, if you could have discovered one medical cure in history, which one would you choose? You mean it, the way the question is worded, if you could have discovered one medical cure in history, like it something that we already have discovered? Because it's not worded like if you could discover a cure that's not yet a thing. Does that make sense? Like it's not worded, if you could cure one thing, what would it be? It's, if you could have discovered one medical cure in history. So it's kind of like past. I would say antibiotics. One of the big cures in medical history. Antibiotics. Pretty darned important. I'm thirsty. Give me just a second. Well, that's got quite the suction to it. Maybe I can loosen the top just a little. Much better. A tip: don't tighten your water bottle too tight, or the suction is so much that you can't get any water out. FYI. I had to loosen it just a smidge. Okay, next question. If you could have sued any one person in your life, who would it be and for what? It's asked some similar types of questions. It didn't have to do with suing, but it had to do with, something someone did to you that was a wrong. And I'm not going to say who, but there is a wrong that if I could have had monetary compensation for, I would absolutely want to sue that person. They are no longer in my life, which I am grateful for. I'm going to start with this one and work my way up so I can kind of gauge which direction these stripes need to go. But I definitely have a person in mind, and the for what is for causing a trauma which to this day still haunts me. Not going to say what, but it does cause me to alter my behavior in certain situations because of the fear that this person caused in my life. And if you know me personally, you'll know what I'm talking about. People who know me know what my big fear is, and most of them know why I have it. And since those who know me know that story, they will probably also know who I'm talking about. Okay, that's weird. Those lines and those lines are not going in the same direction. I need to kind of go this way. Maybe like that. Kind of merge those two together. I don't know. Somehow this didn't go quite right. Not too sure why. Okay. Well, I guess that's good enough. Not bad. Okay. That I'm happy about. I think I do want, like I did on the other one, I think I want a double line here before I go on to whatever design I'm going to put around the outside bits. And where are we at? We're at 23 minutes. Yeah. I think this is also going to end up being a two-parter. I was hoping to make it a one-parter, but she's still too big to do it all in one go. That's okay. We'll take a break in between, take a weekend off, come back on Monday, do something besides nesting dolls. And then Wednesday next week we'll be back with Finish Her Up. I think that's good. I think I want to try to plan what I want to do here. I think I want something that kind of looks like bushes and then flowers coming up. I don't know the name of this pattern, but it's a good one to do. So I'm gonna do this. You kind of go like this. Just like scallops. That. Something like that. And then you do another layer in between. We'll do a couple of them. This particular one has a couple of knots in it, so I gotta remember not to get too crazy in those areas. Maybe one more here. Is that enough? Do I want plants coming up from here? Or do I want one more row of foliage? Maybe one more row of foliage. That. We'll do it like that. And then we'll do this, and then we'll come back and finish plant-like stuff on the next one, I think. So then what the next thing you do for this is you just go down to one, pick a spot, and make them all go in that direction. So like this one's going to go to about here, so all of them will go this way. Like that. And these ones are going to come like this. So it makes it more of a... This one's going to come this way. Like this one can come to here. Like that. And then this one's going to come about like this. And this one's going to go this way. And I don't remember the name of this pattern. It's just been so long since I've drawn it to remember the name. Something like that. And then we can come in and do some bolding of some lines in certain areas. Give it a little depth. Something like that. So it's kind of like a scallop or a scale, a fish scale kind of a thing, but not really. My pen is bleeding in spots again, but that's okay. Gives it character, right? Character. Am I perfect? No, I am not. I just do my best. Whatever happens, happens. I was watching ADC Art Attack this morning. You guys haven't watched his channel, check him out. He's awesome. And I don't know when he released this video. You know, you watch videos and don't always pay attention to the release date. He was talking about art tips and things, and he was reacting to what some people have said on the internet about art and tips and tricks, and he was absolutely right. One of the things is art is skill, not a talent. He's absolutely right. I get that all the time. Wow, how talented you are. No, I've put in a lot of hours of practice, and I have some skill, and I am continuing to practice. Just like I think that this one is coming out a little bit better than the first one I did, because I've been practicing and learning how to manipulate my hand, my pen on this type of surface. I'm getting better at it, but I don't think it has anything to do with being talented. Talent is just, he put it really good, and I hadn't ever really put it this way before, but he said talent, somebody who has a natural talent might have a higher baseline. Like they might start out with a slightly higher skill set, just naturally. Kind of like somebody who is athletic might have a higher skill set to start out with. They might be better at eye-hand coordination and being able to kick a ball, maybe strength. They might have that as a natural ability. However, doesn't mean that somebody else can't also become good if their baseline starts out lower. It just means you have to practice more. And the same thing with art. If you don't practice art, you'll never get good at art. If you don't draw every day, you'll never get good at drawing. If you don't paint every day, you'll never get good at painting. I do not draw every day on 3D objects. And so my skill level on 3D objects is not as high as my skill level on a flat piece of paper. Does that mean I shouldn't try to draw on 3D objects? No, it does not. It means if I want to be really, really good at it, I need to practice more. That's all it means. I need to have more time with the materials. He also said there was the get to know your materials, and he kind of went, well, maybe, kind of, sort of, and then he said, well, I play with all sorts of things I've never tried before, and that's true. I'm doing something I've never really tried before, but in order to get good, I don't think the suggestion from the internet that he was reacting to said, don't ever try anything new. I think it meant to get really good at doing something, you need to know your materials. You need to play with them. You need to experiment with them. You need to find out what works and what doesn't work. And the only way to do that, of course, is to play. And I love to play with art supplies. For example, a couple videos ago, sometime back, not too long, I played with these Papermate gel pens. I like them as a gel pen. I do not like them as an art material. At least not for the kinds of art that I do. Does it mean it's a bad supply? No, it means it doesn't do what I want it to do. And now that I know that, I will choose not to use them again. Okay, I like how that is looking so far. I want a dark here. And I want it dark here, I think. And I think I want to do some sort of upward line work. Just flowing upward from these. To give them some movement, a little bit of pen shading. We'll see. I may not like it, but it's too late now. I've started it. It's kind of hard to tell if I like it or not because I'm looking at it upside down. We'll turn it over and see if I like it. Okay, what do we think? I like that. I like that. Okay, so on the next video, I'm going to do some sort of flowery something coming up this way. Haven't decided exactly what. If I think about it and find a pattern that I like, I will go up that direction. Thank you again to Coldest Water Bottle for sending me this lovely bottle that is now super cold. I can feel it on the outside. And yeah, don't forget to, if you're going to make a purchase, use my promo code. And it doesn't have to be off of Water Bottle. It can be off of any of their products on their site. So, you know, if you don't want a water bottle for yourself, but you want a pet bed or something else that they sell, coupon or the promo code is good for all of it. All right, you guys have a great day. Have a blessed weekend. I will see you on the next video. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.